You might be wondering what kind of businesses make people wealthy right now in Nigeria. You may be outside Nigeria and thinking you want to invest in the country, or even if you are in Nigeria, you want to look for business areas, businesses that actually yield good return on investment. All right. So that is the purpose of this video. In this video, I'll be showing you 10 businesses that if you put your money into, you will be among the wealthy people, because such businesses yield, they don't fail, they yield money, they are in very high demand right now in the country. All right, they're in very high demand right now in the country. But I don't want you to miss any of my videos. That is why I want you to kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel. There's a subscription button, black subscription button on below on this video right now. Just click on it and turn on the notification bell so you can be alerted when I post new videos. All right, have you done that? Just try to do that. Have you done that? Now let's get straight into the video. All right, so the first business or sector, businesses that makes people wealthy right now in Nigeria is agribusinesses. Agribusinesses. These businesses, this group of businesses are businesses that has to do with agriculture. All right, when you involve yourself in large-scale farming of agriculture, farming of rice, maize, cassava, plantain, beans, tomatoes, vegetables, yam, these businesses do not go wrong. Even not only plant farming, even livestock farming like goats, cattle, all right, chicken, all right, like poultry farming. These are agricultural related business. Any of these kind of businesses right now would make you greatly rich, not only in Nigeria but in Africa, because there's a shortage of food right now, and there's high inflation, shortage of food right now. So if you can involve yourself in agricultural produce, there's a high demand for it. There's a market, a ready market. There's a ready market for your products. So just you need to seize that opportunity. If you have large farm, all right, or a sizable amount of farm, get yourself involved right now in agriculture. It will not go wrong. You make your high return on investment. That business has ready market, and there's shortage of food right now, and there's a massive demand due to high increase in population in Africa, in Nigeria, and different parts of the world. And there is a shortage of grains. So if you can involve yourself in the production of food products, you would be among the richest people, because such businesses yield a lot of return, and there's a high demand for agricultural products. The second business that you need to invest in, if you have the capacity, if you have the opportunity right now that makes people money, is e-commerce business. Any business that has to do with e-commerce. When I say e-commerce, it means products that you sell online, selling products online. These businesses, like you can actually sell anything online. Like on TikTok, you see people sell a lot of things. On Instagram, you see a lot of people sell a lot of things. You can as well also have your separate e-commerce website. All right, since you can sell almost anything, like cosmetics, like books, like software products, like fashion, different kinds of products, like fashion products, clothing materials, electronics, accessories, phone accessories. These are selling right now, but they are all classified into e-commerce, in the sense that you are selling them via the internet. On Instagram, you are selling them on TikTok, you are selling them on your e-commerce website, or specified e-commerce website, or you are selling them on Facebook Marketplace. These are why is the reason e-commerce business is booming right now is because almost everybody has got a phone right now, and there is a high internet, there's high use of internet right now among the youth, among even elderly people, middle-aged people. People are now online most of the time in their life. People are more online than ever before. So when you move your products online, anything that has to do, anything you can sell online would actually sell very well. Those tangible things that are not so bulky that you can actually sell, people can easily order, and you sell DHL to them, all right, or you Weebly it to them. Those items that can be sold online, those items are e-commerce business items, and those businesses, those products sell so much. So this is a business you need to, this is actually a sector of business that you need to seize. You need to be selling something online. All right, if you can have a product that you can sell online, and especially if you have a good followership, maybe you have a good followership on Instagram or on Facebook or in TikTok, or even if you don't have a good followership, you can sell on a third-party website like Jumia, like Konga, or any other website. All right, or Gigi. You can sell your product on those websites, and I tell you, because of the high reach of those websites, high coverage, you will be able to sell your product. So e-commerce business right now, it is booming as never before. E-commerce business is booming as never before. So you need to think of products you need to sell online. tangible products that are not too bulky that you can sell online that people can easily pay for and you will be able to them. Those products sell so much online right now, and this is another classification of businesses that make people wealthy right now in Nigeria. Another business sector that makes people money and wealthy right now in Nigeria is healthcare services business. Healthcare services business. People have to take care of their health. All right, if you can have a private hospital, and you don't have to be a doctor to have a hospital. You can build a hospital or a clinic and employ doctors, employ medical practitioners, employ pharmacists, everything you need. So it's just about having the capital. All right. So don't say I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical line. No. So this is a business sector that people must need. People get sick and people have to take care of their health. All right. So anything that has to do with healthcare is a plus, is a mandatory, is a business that people have no choice. They have to pay. All right. So establishing of diagnostic services whereby people come to have their self checked, all right, lab tests and all the rest of that. Okay, if you can have a clinic, if you can have a pharmacy shop where people buy drugs, these are businesses that people cannot do it. And more, come to think of it, there's a brain drain. There's a massive exodus of healthcare practitioners from Africa, from Nigeria to Europe and other parts of the world. So there's a shortage of healthcare practitioners, qualified healthcare practitioners right now in the country. So if you can seize into that, okay, if you can seize into providing quality healthcare services right now, you don't have to be in the medical line to do this. Just debunk that from your mind. All you just need to do is the willingness, the finances, the collaboration you need. Employ those healthcare practitioners. Once you do that, you just make sure that what the service you are providing is top notch. And that business will sell so much because people have to take care of their health. So healthcare services business is one business that would actually make you great and wealthy right now in Nigeria and in Africa. Fourth business sector right now that makes people wealthy in the country, in Nigeria right now, is educational services, providing of educational services. People have to send their kids and their words to school. People have to be educated, all right? And when I talk of education, I don't really mean only physical schools. So it's actually both physical schools and online educational platforms. So if you can have the funds to create infrastructure, physical infrastructure like school, primary school, secondary school, colleges of education, university, and all the rest of that. If you can have the finances to do that, good. People must have to school their kids. People have to be schooled. So if that business is in a high demand, is in a steady demand of educational services right now in the country. All right, and you must not be in educational line to do that. All you just need to do have the will, all right, to do it, the motivation, the will, the finances you need. If you have the finances you need, all right, the will, the finances you need, and also you can now recruit experts to run and manage the business for you. All right, also you can also have educational platform. If you can have websites, educational website platform where people can come to learn. All right, that one is also good. You can as well bridge that gap. All right, but you just need to identify what particular kind of online education that you want to be providing. All right, so these are educational services is one that is very, very ripe, and the demand is so much high, especially primary, secondary school and all that, especially in a place where there is no much competition. All right, where there's no much competition for schools in that area. All right, so if you can assist this, go to a location where there's no much schools, no competition, no much good schools, and you provide quality schooling, quality educational services. I tell you, that school will do well, that business will do well, to thrive so much. So this is one sector that you need to seize right now as a business sector. Fifth business sector that you need to put your funds right now, if you have the required fund that is yielding people right now, yielding people money right now, is making people wealthy right now, is the renewable energy sector. The renewable energy sector. I didn't just say energy sector, but the renewable energy sector. And when I say renewable energy sector, the first thing that should come to your mind is solar services. All right, so you know there's an epileptic power supply right now in Nigeria, most cities in the country, and you know, if you can seize into this booming energy sector, there's the energy sector, the renewable energy sector is booming. So providing of solar panel power services to residential buildings, commercial buildings, you know, infrastructure. All right, so providing of solar services, solar panels and batteries and solar power services to residential buildings, small-scale businesses, parastatals, commercial centers. This is a business that is thriving right now, and there's still big market. All right, the market is not totally exhausted. There is still more people that want to do it, but what you need to be thinking about is how can you cut down costs, because the current average cost for solar providing of solar and renewable energy like solar services right now is on the high side due to the importation factor and exchange rate. So but if you can find a way to reduce cost for consumers, if you reduce cost to your potential customers, that business is one business that it is selling so much right now. So if you can find a way to collaborate with companies abroad that can provide you with a cheaper form and durable and quality form of those businesses, those services, those products, get these products at a cheaper rate, subsidized rate, or if you can have a flexible payment plan for those who want to buy from you, you can have a very good flexible payment plan. Just find a way of beating your competitors, because there are several people right now in that business. So that you need to be thinking of how you can beat your competitors by providing better services for them. All right. So if you can do that, I tell you, that is a business that is really thriving right now, and it is a business that is making a lot of people that I even know wealthy right now. So you want to seize that business if you have the finances and if you have the capacity to do that. The sixth business sector that is making people very wealthy right now in Nigeria, this one is very, very unusual, but it is actually making a lot of people wealthy, especially the younger ones wealthy right now. That is the entertainment and media business. Entertainment business. You think about the likes of Mr. Macaroni, you think about the likes of Mr. Sabinus, you think about the likes of Angel Comedy, you think about the likes of Brain Jota and many other ones. You see how these businesses have transformed the lives of these people I've talked about. So people need things that will make them happy. So people are viewing all these things on their phones. All right. So the entertainment business is a booming business, that there's a market for entertainment both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, different parts of the world. And most of people that view most of this entertainment, all right, production, even comedy and the rest of that, even musical product, good music is selling right now, both secular music and even gospel music. It is selling right now. Entertainment, anything that has to do with entertainment, comedy, music, home movie, drama and all the rest of that, anything that has to do with entertainment, it is selling right now. And it is not only selling for those within the country, it is also selling for those of them in diaspora. They also view those things. So if you have the skill of content creation that has to do with entertainment, you would be on your way to making great funds, great money, because those are in high demand as we speak. All right, you just need to have the experience before you can know. Those are in high demand. Entertainment in business, entertainment in music, entertainment in comedy, entertainment in drama. These three has a lot of demand right now, and will make you so much money if you have the capacity to invest your time and energy, if you've also got the skill. All right, so that will make you so much money. That is the sixth business sector that is making a lot of people very wealthy right now. The seventh business sector that yields people a lot of money, that is booming right now in Nigeria, is fintech and mobile services, mobile payment services. Fintech and mobile payment services. Now, Nigerians are now embracing cashless economy. All right, cashless economy, and this has made mobile payment services to begin to thrive. All right, POS services. Okay, you have a lot of more commercial banks that are coming up right now. So there are many of them right now. So if you invest in such, if you have the capacity to invest in fintech, or even if you can use your POS, you can go to existing commercial banks and get the rights to disburse POS services right now. That is one that is actually booming. People don't hardly go to the banking hall right now because they withdraw from POS services. So this is a business that is so much doing well. And also, if you can develop fintech softwares, all right, softwares, and sell it to some companies that actually need it, you actually be making a lot of money right now. So fintech and mobile payment services is actually booming. There are people that have got ATM, mobile POS services, a chain of mobile POS services all across different cities. All right, so you can as well join this. Okay, you can just all you just need to do inquiries on how you can make your inquiries from most of these mobile payments and commercial banks. They will give you the access to have several POS machines that you can actually employ people to have and manage for you, and this will rake you a lot of funds. So mobile payment service and fintech is doing great right now because of the cashless economy that is actually thriving in the country. So you want to look at that. It's a business that is thriving very well right now, and the startup cost for that business is not so much high. All you just need to have is the POS service and just like a booth where you can actually meet your customers or potential clients. Alright, that's a business that you need to consider. The eighth business sector that yields people so much money and making a lot of people wealthy right now is real estate. This one is a big one, real estate. And when we have a lot of upcoming realtors right now, and the reason is because there's a lot of money in real estate. Real estate is changing lives. All right, so real estate has to do with the sales of properties like lands. You can buy lands and resell at a later time, or you can just be a middleman. You can be a person that brings buyers and sellers of real estate together. All right, you can be a real estate agent. All right, so you look for those who want to sell properties and you look for those who wants to buy properties. You can do that using social media. You can have a social media account whereby you bring buyers and sellers of real estate together, and it costs almost nothing to do, and you get your commission from each sale. You get your commission both from the seller of the property, and you get your commission also from the buyer of the property. So this is a smart move. A lot of people are doing it. A lot of young people are doing this right now. Just with your Instagram account, TikTok account, Facebook account, you can be able to reach buyers of real estate, and sellers. You can bring buyers and sellers of real estate together. This is very, very key. You can actually make a lot of funds, and the beauty of this is that it's in percentages. Your profit, your revenue, your income is in percentages. So that is to say there is no limit to what you can make. It all depends on the cost of the property you are selling. If you can actually make a lot of a percentage of running into millions. All right, if the property you are selling is worth $1 billion, you are already making a lot of percentage, 10% of what that, you know how much it is, a lot of money. So real estate is one that is making a lot of people wealthy right now. And not only do you have to sell lands, you can also sell buildings. Some people are looking at ways of selling their buildings, commercial centers, shops, even event centers. These are all real estate, office spaces. All right, people are looking for where to sell their buildings, their residential buildings, their shops, their hospital that they built, or commercial center that they have built, or anything structures that are built, even lands. Land is the most popular one. So you want to seize this opportunity by investing in the real estate business. Now, not only can you be a real estate agent, you can also be a real estate developer, in the sense that you go to even communities that have bulk amount of land, underdeveloped land. There is so much lands in Africa, so much virgin arable lands in Africa, in Nigeria. So you can actually go to underdeveloped or developing areas and get so much allocation of properties and lands, and you can now form like estate. You can have an estate and now start subletting those lands or selling those lands to people who wants to buy. All right, you can be a real estate developer. You can also be a real estate agent. You can write a lot of opportunities exist in this business. So just find a way you can get into that. If that is what, if that interests you, all right, you can actually do this business even without having any capital. Just as I've just explained to you, you can do the real estate business without having capital. So this is one business that is making a lot of young people and middle-aged people, a lot of people wealthy right now, real estate. So you might want to look into that as well. So the ninth business that is making a lot of people very wealthy right now is oil and gas businesses. All right. So when I say oil and gas, don't be afraid. I'm not talking about crude oil or oil wells and all that. The emphasis is on cooking gas and compressed natural gas. Now, cooking gas is on a high. People who establish cooking gas dispensing plants, or LPG, liquefied petroleum gas plants in Nigeria right now, they are making a lot of money because the government is favoring the use of cleaner energy in cooking. All right, so people mostly are no longer using kerosene to cook, even wood and all the rest of it, due to deforestation, laws against deforestation. All right, so people use more of cooking gas right now, liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, to cook. And if you can establish a cooking gas dispensing plant, you would be on your way to making a lot of money. That business is one business that is making so much money. for a lot of people right now. If you have the capacity to develop it, to have, you can even have like 2.5 megatons of 2.5 megatons plants, 5 tons megatons plants, 10 tons plants. If you actually need business plan on any of these businesses, I can help you. I've done countless number of business plans for people who want to do LPG business and even different other businesses. The feasibility study, the analysis, the where you can get the skid, where you can actually, how you can get the product, the gas, the profit projection, the amortization, loans, how you can actually source loan to establish this. If you need any of this for any business whatsoever, I can help you to do business plan. Professional business plan you're going to use to seek for funds from financial institutions, seek for loans or financial support from financial institutions. Now, another part of the oil and gas is also compressed natural gas. There's a high rise in petroleum products, all right, high rise in the purchase of fuel, petroleum products right now for fuel for vehicles. So most people are converting their vehicles into the use of CNG. CNG, that is compressed natural gas. All right. So if you can establish compressed natural gas plants right now in Nigeria, you would be on your way to make it. That is a good mine, because it is not even as popular as the cooking gas business. It's not as popular as the cooking gas plant. So though it is capital intensive, but if you can have the collaboration with people, you can go into partnership, or you can seek loans from financial institutions. All right, if you can establish the CNG gas in any part of Nigeria, that would actually sell. All you just need to do is to have the way of marketing it, helping riders or vehicle owners to know about the importance, the fuel economy of CNG over the petroleum, the normal fuel, PMS, normal fuel products. All right, you don't even need to do much marketing, because there's a high rise in fuel costs right now for commercial vehicle riders and also private vehicle owners. So if you can do that, invest in CNG, you will be on your way to making a lot of money. So this is one business that is making so much money right now in Nigeria: compressed natural gas business, dispensing, and also cooking gas business, dispense of plant or factory dispensing. So this business is one that is a good mine, a silent good mine, and if you can invest in it, you'll be on your way to raking a lot of wealth. 10th business that is evergreen when it comes to making people wealthy is transportation business. People have to move from one place to another. It is very, very important. People have to move from one place to another. So if you can have fleet of vehicles, buses, shuttle buses, even taxis that you can actually use to transport people from one place to another, you would actually be raking a lot of funds, because people need to move, and there's no much efficient other means of transportation like train, or maybe other means of transportation that is prevalent in the developed world in the country right now in Nigeria. So if you have buses, if you have coaches, if you have taxis, good taxis that can actually transport people from one place to another, or you don't even need to have a company, you can buy these vehicles and register it with both Uber services, and discover that you get drivers that will help you to manage it. You define your profit sharing ratio. You have like 2, 3 or more of these buses or these taxis registered with transport companies like Uber, Bolt, or even other regular transport services company. I tell you, that is a good mine. All you just need to do, make sure that you register those buses with you have an insurance for them, because of the risk of vehicular accident or theft, so as to secure your property. So but that business is one business that if you do it well and properly, and you recruit the right drivers with the right mindset, that business will yield you good returns. So transportation business is another business that yields more. Let me give you one more extra. I told you I'm going to tell you about 10 businesses, or 10 businesses that's raking wealth. But let me give you one more extra. One more extra is telecom services business, telecom services and broadband business. People use data every day, mobile data every day. So if you can find a way of getting mobile data services to people at a subsidized or reduced cost and very efficiently, all right, high speed network, mobile data services, high speed and cheap or affordable, I tell you, that is a business that will do well, because people use data every day. People have to buy data because people are on the internet. There's high use of internet in Nigeria, in Africa currently. So any business that has to do with the provision of data services, internet data services at a reduced cost and a very quality data services, that those businesses thrive. All right, though might be capital intensive, so you might want to look at other ways to do that in terms of like some other business that is related to it. All right, you may not be a data services provider per se, okay, but you might want to network or collaborate with major companies that give data and find ways you can talk them into making, giving you discounts that you can actually subsell to users. And I tell you, that is one business that is actually raking in so much funds. So I've showed you 10 businesses, and with plus one, that if you invest in, just go through these businesses one over again, write them down and go through all of them and know where you can come in. You can invest in one, you can invest in two, you can invest in more of them, but ensure that you are doing what you've got the interest in and what you've got the capacity and the knowledge to do. Now, if you want me to do business plan, as I said, on any of these businesses and more, send me an email. My email address is in the description box of this video. I'm going to do a professional business plan for you that you can use to seek for financial loan from any financial institution. Even if you don't need loan from financial institution, that business plan will expose you to serve as a roadmap for you to expose you to the business properly, the market analysis, the financial projection, all right, the business model canvas, and other things that you need to give you the more knowledge and position you to succeed in that business. All right, so kindly contact me. And if you're yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, please kindly do so. All right, it doesn't cost you anything to do. Just do so that next time I post a video, you'll be the first to note. Also, turn on the notification bell so that you can be first to know when I post a new video. You must also want to join our WhatsApp channel. The link to the WhatsApp channel is in the description box of this video. All right, till I come your way next time with another content, do have a wonderful day.